Hey, this is Chadwick again, and today I have a small, brief Bitcoin mining exercise for you, and we'll start out with this Stratum pool called slushpool.com. You can open an account at slushpool.com for free, and you can use your computer, either your central processing unit, your graphics processor unit, your APU. Sometimes you can mine different coins with hard drives, but Slush Pool is mainly a Bitcoin Zcash mining pool. Right now I'm mining Bitcoin, and I started at 1:35 p.m. at between 6 and 8 terahertz hashes per second. What it hangs out about, and I've made 2,573 Satoshi. A little bit about how to set up your Bitcoin mining site. Here are some workers I have. And if you go to the Help Center and look at how to set up your Bitcoin mining software, whether it be CG Miner or GUI Miner or even the Windows Bitcoin mining app, which I think is actually a pretty good one. It seems to get a pretty good hash rate. And these are the instructions you'll be mining on Stratum, TCP, slush pull port 333 and the semicolon right there. User ID, which is one dash and the letter U space, and username.worker name, and your password can be anything. And here's some other stratums for slush pool, Europe, China, Singapore, USA, East Coast. Let's go back to our account now, dashboard. Now I'm going to show you an example of how Bitcoin mining works. This is actually a CPU, I think the GPU or CPU, one of those chips, CG Miner version 3.72, and sometimes you do need different mining software for different hardware, so be aware of that. If you bought a miner like a Gecko Science Tupac miner, which I have, which operates at 15 gigahertz, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Now this is the CG miner, and as you can see, it is connected to USE stratum.slushpool.com. Minimum difficulty of 512, and that's my username, C Chadwicka, and my worker name, C Chadwicka, because that's what the site named my worker. And you can see it's mining at something like 68 or 75 kilohashes. Now you have hashes, and you have kilohashes, mega hashes, gigahashes, terahashes, and plexihashes. There's like an E hash or something. So we're going to stop that mining process. We're going to look at some other stuff. This is my CG miner Gecko Win32 2-pack. Of course, it's for 32-bit OS. And these batch files you can see here are the setup instructions for the program CG miner. As you can see, it's an application to begin mining with these instructions. For instance, CG miner underscore run will mine on this stratum plus TCP semicolon slash slash solo.ckpool.org colon 3333. And then that particular stratum or website, which you can find by looking up solo CK pool, uses your Bitcoin address, the .asic puppy compact. You see that U is your username. And if you're going to put a password in it, it would look something like that. What we will have to do for this particular stratum, it's a good idea to go ahead and do that. As you can see, I have my Gecko Science 2-pack frequency set at 250. Actually, that is an overclock, and it's designed to run at 150 megahertz. This one's running at 225. Here's another example, cgminer.exe. That's like a command to this program. And this is at eobot.com, which is a pretty cool website. I like eobot, and I would recommend it. And it's operating at 225 megahertz. And then, let's see, we'll take a look at this config and see what I have written down here. Dwarf pool, that's one that I had, oh, and actually that was for a different coin, I think Ethereum or something. But right now we'll just talk about Bitcoin. So if you get the Gecko Science 2Pi, if you can get it for under 30 bucks, or if you want to just get into the educational process of Bitcoin mining and see what it's all about, throw a little money at it. It'd be okay to do that. I think you can do that fairly inexpensively. For my Gecko Science 2-block miner, it has installed WinUSB driver. You have to do that, and you have to use Zadig, Z-A-D-I-G. Those are the drivers that power their. So let's click on CG Miner Run. This should be the solo CK pool. Let's see if I have everything set up. I can see 250 megahertz. Found 2 chips. My Gecko Science 2-pack miner is about 3 inches by 1 inch by half an inch. It's in my USB port right now. And in normal circumstances, that hash rate would go up. Just taking a minute there. Same thing with EOBot. You want to mine on a different server. Maybe take out my Science miner and re-plug it in. So we can detect the devices, 2 chips on GSD. And this is at EOBot. So it's an example of how you would mine at 225 megahertz. And those hashes will be around, at 200 megahertz, I get about 20 gigahertz, or 20 and 25 gigahertz before it'll freeze. That's called a zombie. Let's see. So that's just the short end of the stick on Bitcoin mining. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you want to look at the websites that I was mining at, you can do a short search for instance, Solo CK Pool, and you'll be able to find the Solo CK Pool where you can mine, and I'll show you that website here in just a second if I can get this dinosaur of a computer to work and function properly. Here we go. Welcome to solo.ckpool.org. Coincidentally, I have a 3.6 gigahertz Intel i7 core with 16 gigs of RAM, and it still doesn't work very well. But here's the stratums, and that's stratum plus TCP : / That's what I use to mine. And you can put your Bitcoin address in there, and check your mining statistics. So I'll give you, so I'm not going to show you that right now, but okay, so under normal circumstances, you put your BTC address in there, and that's the address that comes before the ASIC puppy compact if you're using a Gecko Science miner, and you'll get your shares and your information. And this is not a bad pool because it only has a 1% fee, pool fee, which it's not going to really matter. Some other mining sites is let's see, Multipool is one, multipool.us. It's pretty cool because it has some stratums where you can mine, and Multipool will switch between profitable coins that way, and you can log in over here. I'm logged in, as you can see. I can go to my balances, and I haven't done a whole lot of extensive mining on here, but I have some Digibyte 0.1 representing Satoshi over there. And it's not a bad idea to mine coins and just kind of leave them on the internet somewhere and wait 5 or 10 years. You might get lucky. That's a pretty cool site. Slushpool is a good site. I really enjoy that. I think it works well. And as you can see, we have 2,769 Satoshi. And I would say an hour and 11 minutes. 7 terahashes to give you an idea of what that does. So that's all I have for you today. And please comment. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.